though Denmark is a small country with only 5 million people, we have close to 100 operators. 15 yeah, 15 network operators, and the rest of them are mobile MVNOs, or they are content providers, service providers. But I mean, it's a small country, a lot of operators, so competition is a success in Denmark. And the Consumer Council actually said that number portability is one of the areas where deregulation actually was a success. So heavy competition, dropping of prices, and a lot of players, operators. In Denmark, you don't. It's not a big operation to be a service provider. You can do that on one of the big network operators' network. So you have a customer database and you are running on a small margin. Yeah, it was actually based on the law. I mean, number portability is driven by the law and is driven by the regulator. No operator will implement number portability. Definitely not the old monopoly, the old incumbent. He will never do that. Unless the law says so. And it was a European Union Act saying that we had to do that. So we did it, and we did not expect that to be a success. But the boost came in. We started in 99, but in 2001, we implemented a mobile number portability, and then it took off. Lots and lots and lots of portings. Today we port about 100,000 numbers per month. Yeah, that's a little over 1% of all telephone numbers are ported every month. So there's a lot of changing, a lot of moving from operator to operator. And we started with 7, 8 operators, and now we are, as I told you, close to 100 operators. It's crazy. I think it goes together. It is a competitive market, period. And anyway, and it's become only more competitive due to number portability, because that's the last barrier. And maybe we should call it the single most powerful tool to boost competition, but competition needs to be there. The market needs to be a competitive market to really gain from the number portability. But then it is the end user, the customer, that controls it, because he can leave you whenever he wants. And you can't box him in by stealing his number. He can. It's a consumer right, and that's a way to be. They do that. The MVNOs, they advertise, come to us, bring your number, and they will give you a discount on the handset. Most number portability in Denmark is mobile, and because the handsets are subsidized, a lot of people change operator every 6 months to get the newest and smartest handset, and then they need to bring their number with them. I think the level of competition. When you have competition, it doesn't matter if you have a penetration of 100 or 50 or 75%. That's not the issue. The issue is you have different players, and to really lower prices, higher quality, you need competition, and you need to remove all barriers, and number portability is removing this very high wall, very high barrier. In Denmark, the Consumer Council called it the liberation of the users. The operators are allowed to pick up from the end user, but mostly they don't. They don't. They definitely want your business, so they will not pick up any bills for that. And the price of porting a number is about €1. So you need a strong regulator. You need a regulator who wants this. And then I would definitely suggest a centralized database and a centralized, what we call clearing house, so it becomes easy to do any portings. Do not hassle around with a lot of telefax machines and all that. Go to the extension of having this centralized clearinghouse, a national database. And in Denmark we can do it in 1 hour, but we have 1 month of termination period, so all portings is 30 days. And that is a problem in the European Union. We 30 days, yeah. But the donor, the old operator, is not allowed to contact the customer and make him a new offer. Otherwise, that would really be a problem because a lot will cancel their porting.